Everybody? Welcome back to the Big Ben's Podcast, episode 31, and welcome back. Y'all, it has been like 3 weeks since we've uploaded on this channel, and I apologize for that. It's just we have been slam-packed busy the past couple weeks. Okay,
but it's okay, Ben, because it's going to get 3 uploads in just a couple days.
Yep, we're going to record this video, edit it. I'm going to put it up tonight at some point, and then we're going to record again later on tonight. I'm going to edit it, and then I'm going to put it up tomorrow, and then maybe Thursday or Friday when Lana comes back over, we'll film 2 more videos and put them up, and then Saturday, on my birthday, we will record again, and then we'll put that up.
But, Ben, I'm finally done with sophomore year, and it is finally summertime.
Yep, happy summer, everybody. I know all the kids are happy, all the parents are mad as shit. Like, man, I got to deal with them all summer now. But y'all,
I want to talk about something before we get into our topics. So I saw on TikTok this weekend about a woman that got in a wreck with a drunk driver, and she said that he said that she ran a green light. How do you run a green light, Benjamin? Ain't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, you're supposed to keep going at
God forbid a woman follows the laws.
That man was drunk.
See, guys, that's why you don't drink and drive.
So, talking on the topic of drunks, we're going to go ahead and get into story time. Y'all, yesterday we went out to the boat race in Somerville. Now, if some of y'all know what a boat race is, it's pretty much drag racing but with boats. And I walked up to the little clubhouse they had up there because it was a little bit warm yesterday. I started feeling a little weird, so I said, let's go to the air conditioner so I can sit in the air for a little bit. And I sat down, and this man came in there drunk off his behind. I knew he was drunk because when he went to go sit down, I don't know if he was aiming to sit in the seat beside the one beside me or right beside me. But all I know is when he went to go sit down, he fell back into the chair, and his beer went all over me.
Did he apologize?
Yeah, he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Did I get it on you?" That's how I knew he was drunk. And I said, "Yeah, just a little bit, but it's fine." I mean, you want to know how I know he was drunk? He had one beer open, and he had another beer underneath his beer, a fresh beer underneath the one beer he had already had open. And his hat came off, and I said, "Where'd your hat go?" He said, "My what?" I said, "Your hat. You were wearing a hat." He said, "Oh." He said, "Oh, put it on my head." Mind you, this is a random man I had never met before in my life. He said, "Just put it on my head." So I put it on his head, and he said,
"You really listened to him?" I would have handed him his hat.
And he said, "My buddy's supposed to be coming around here. Whether he does or not, I don't know. But I hope he got back to his campsite safe because he was very, very drunk."
What time was it?
It was around 5-ish yesterday. No. So, but yeah, what's your story for the week?
I'm gonna tell you the time about how I got hit in the nuts down the street from our house. So, what was that thing you sat on?
A hammock.
Yeah, so Ben, with him being a little more bigger person, he wanted to sit on a hammock, which he knew it was going to...
I didn't know at the time.
Yes, you did, Ben. Them things are hold for light people, not people like you.
They should make them for big people. Make them out of stainless steel rope.
So, yeah, it's going to go ahead and break, and then the end piece that holds it together came back and hit me in the nuts. Felt like a freaking movie.
Yeah, y'all. One of the things they had it rigged up with popped off and went directly to Landon's no square, and it was so funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, y'all. But again, happy summer. I know summertime is here, and yep, like I said.
Comment down below what your favorite summer activity is.
What's your favorite summer activity?
Going to the water park.
Solid. I like to go to the lake. I'm going to have to get me some water shoes this year because the lake for the past couple summers have been getting more and more slimy in the bottom. The deeper you go out, the slimier it gets. So I'm going to have to get me some water shoes. I don't understand who invented water shoes and why did they invent them?
Because they're easier.
Because it's like, yeah, you want to go get in the water, put some water shoes on, How do water shoes work? Because I mean, I know some of them have holes, but some of them don't. Anyway, we'll get into that later. But y'all, Landon finally got his permit.
Here's a picture right here.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but I uploaded a video like 4 months ago that said watch out on the road because he was going to try for his permit then, and here we are, 4 months later. He just now got it. How many tries did it take you?
Like 3.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
It took you like 13, 14.
No, it didn't. It took me like 8.
Anyway, I don't know what it was with that permit test, but Landon was.
Because I overthought the questions. I didn't study as good. I studied a lot for this one.
And you see what happens when you study?
No one studies, bro. I don't study for tests at school.
I never did either. The only thing studying, I guess you could say, is I would go over the notes right before the test was handed to us, and I would try to memorize as much as I possibly could in that little bit of time. But yeah, y'all, like you said, we're gonna put a picture up, and we're gonna go on and get in.
I also got a buzz cut. But
yes,
it's grown up a little bit.
He's starting to look like me, y'all, with the buzz cut. But yeah, Len, let me ask you a question. There was this man in an Iowa State Penitentiary who was serving out a life sentence. Well, in 2015, he had a medical emergency in which he died 4 times. After he was resuscitated and he recovered, he argued to the court that since he technically died, his life sentence is over and he should be released. Do you think he should have been released?
Did he get released?
No.
No.
Because the court denied his argument, saying that's not a good argument. I think that maybe he should have, and I'm going to explain why. Let me explain why.
Everyone wants to keep the streets dangerous?
Because technically, if you think about it, life sentence means what? You're in prison till you die. He died 4 times.
Yes, but then he came back to life.
They don't. Okay, so Jeffrey Dahmer has been dead for many, many years. Say for some random reason he came back to life. Would they throw him back in prison?
Yes.
Why?
Because he's still going to be dangerous.
I think that, yes.
You think just because he died, he's not going to go back to eating people?
I think that he should have been released if, 1, he had good behavior while he was in prison, and 2, the nature of his emergency, of why he was serving life in prison. I mean, like, if he was in there for, like, murdering, like, 4 or 5 people, then, yeah, keep him in prison. But if he only murdered 1 person...
What do you mean just 1 person? That's 1 person that
I know died. That, but depending on how many years he had already been in prison...
It doesn't matter.
My thing is...
So that person that got murdered, they can't live their life out. Why should he?
Because he technically served his life sentence.
No, he didn't.
Because he died.
Or no, he did not, bro.
And then he was brought back.
Bro, you're a bad person, bro. So someone's family lost a good person, and now he can't live the rest of his life.
Yeah, but I don't know if he murdered someone.
Yeah, but you just said if he
may have been an accomplice to a murder, or he could have planned it out, but he didn't actually do it.
Still, that's still murdering somebody.
But I think that he should have been released on like probation or parole, if he had good behavior in prison. That's what I believe. But Landon doesn't agree.
I think they should help him try to be a better person, but
exactly what?
Yeah, but he shouldn't get released for that.
Why not?
He did his crime. Now he has to serve the time.
He did his crime, so now he has to pay the crime.
Serve the time.
Oh, serve the time. Sorry. But yeah, no, I think that he should have been released, though.
No, he shouldn't, bro.
Yes, he should have, bro. He technically served his life sentence because he died 4 separate times, and he was resuscitated. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments down below.
Alright, so next time, should they just let him die?
No, I mean, try to bring him back. It's just, if he died 4 times...
Alright, so people know that if they come back, they'll be able to live, then the prisoners are going to let them die.
See that... Our dad, I talked to Dad about this topic. He said that he should have stayed in prison. I mean, he did, but the reason why he said that is because Dad said, imagine if they did release him. Imagine there's another person in prison serving a life sentence. They could have their cellmate strangle them, but not to the point where they die, but to the point where they stop breathing and their heart stops, so the doctors can bring them back.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that. But at the same
But
time,
then eventually people are going to get used to it, and then finally the prison's going to stop trying to help them, and then multiple prisoners are going to die.
but I don't know. Let us know what you think down in the comment section down below, and we will be back in just a second. Y'all, I thought about something the other day while we were out riding around. You know, when you propose to someone, you go out and you buy a ring and do all this stuff, plan it out, and get blessings from the dad or the mom, or both. And you know, proposing to someone could go wrong, like terribly wrong. Imagine you go out and buy a $10,000 ring or a higher dollar ring. You are just banking on the fact that that person is going to say yes to you. Now, yeah, most people know for a fact the person's going to say yes. But you never know if the girl is going to say no. And my thing is, you should ask them first. And then say, oh, I forgot something, I have to go get something. And then go buy the ring and then go back.
Ask them what? Do you want to marry me?
Yeah, just be like, do you want to marry me? If they say yes, then you know that you're not wasting your money.
Then their proposal won't even be good. Then they respect it.
But I mean, it's just, I mean, yeah, you could return the ring.
No, you couldn't. But if you buy the ring, why don't you just keep it for a later date? Have you ever watched Spider-Man 3? How Uncle Ben got rejected the first time, but then he waited a way longer time, and then Aunt May said yes to him.
Yeah, but did you notice? That was a movie. We ain't talking about a movie.
Yes, but still, that's a scenario.
And actually, talking about Spider-Man 3, we're going to talk about something after we get off this topic.
So you can keep the ring until you think they're ready and you're ready to get married.
But yeah,
get engaged.
But so yeah, I mean, yeah, you can hold on to the ring, but in real life, the man would feel too heartbroken to want to ask anyone again because they fear that they'll get rejected again. I would, like, when I proposed to Cassie, if she would have said no, I mean, I wouldn't really care because the ring I bought her was only like $10, $15.
I thought you said you didn't care because you don't care about Cassie.
No, the ring I bought for Cassie was only like $10, $15 because I'm a broke boy and I can't afford nothing back then.
It's not about the ring.
And but so yeah, so I mean, you go out and buy a $10,000, $15,000 ring, just banking on the fact that they're going to say yes to you. That's my point. So let us know down in the comment section down below. Do you think you should buy the ring first and then ask them, or wait? I think you should wait. I mean, like, what I mean, like, talk to them about marriage first and see what kind of body language they're they have. So you know for a fact, 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to say yes if I go out and spend $15,000 on a ring in order for them to know that I love them.
Man, it's not about the money. I get that's a lot of money, but would you rather be loved the rest of your life or have money for the rest of your life?
Well,
I would have money like that.
I'd probably rather be loved because money can't buy happiness. But it can buy me a boat. But yeah, so what I wanted to talk about next is a couple weeks ago, me and Landon were having a debate about Spider-Man 3. And Harry Osborn, so if y'all haven't seen Spider-Man 3, I don't know how, because that movie has been out for what? 10 plus years now?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, in the movie, Peter and Harry fight, because Harry is fighting to avenge his father that Peter didn't kill in the first one, but Harry thought he did. And Landon swore up and down that Harry did not have the spikes that come out of his arm.
He did.
Yeah, because we bet $2 on it. I told him he did, because I've seen that movie a million times. But Landon said, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
I knew he had the spikes, but I didn't think he had the spikes in it.
Yeah, come out his arm. But yeah, Landon swore up and down that he did not have it. But yeah, so Landon lost. He was wrong about that debate.
Yeah,
well, Landon, I don't know if y'all remember this, but I think it was not last episode, but the episode before that, we had a debate on whether or not all bottled water tastes the same. And I actually talked to some people out there at the boat race yesterday because there was this little girl out there. She wants to be a content creator. and me and Cassie hope they're the best because content creating is hard. But I told them what we do on the podcast, and I said, well, I brought up the water debate, and they said, no, all water bottles taste different. So how about them apples, Jack?
I agree with you.
You didn't agree with me in the video.
Yes, but then I changed my mind.
How do you change your mind?
Just like you changed your mind about the ice cream.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, y'all, so I wanted to talk about a movie that came out earlier this year. Hard Eyes. Came out in around Valentine's Day. And me and Cassie watched that movie last night. I know me and Cassie late to all kinds of movies. We watched Hard Eyes and we watched another movie we wanted to go see.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice 2. Which I didn't really understand Beetlejuice 2 because I've never seen the first Beetlejuice. But, hey, Nacho. Oh, Nacho.
Nacho wants to be in the video, y'all.
Hi, Nacho. But yeah, so Nacho quit. But yeah, y'all. Alright, Nacho. We're filming.
Dude does not care.
Alright, y'all. We're gonna be back. But yeah, y'all. Sorry about that. Nacho was like, "I'm getting in this video whether you want me to or not."
Okay, you said his name, now he's gonna appear.
It's like Joe Hendry. See, okay, I can't sing that. It might be copyright. But yeah. So we watched Hard Eyes last night. Dumbest horror movie I've ever seen in my life.
You say that about everything, dude. Everything you hate, you say it's the dumbest thing ever.
Bro, did you see Hard Eyes when it came out? I thought you and Dad went and seen it. Well, Hard Eyes is quite possibly the dumbest horror movie I've ever seen in my life. It had its moments when it was scary, and then it had its moments when it was just eh. I mean,
so 1 out of 10, what would you rate?
I mean, the two main characters joked pretty much the whole movie.
So was it a comedy horror movie?
Basically, yeah. That's why it was dumb, because, you know, the trailers made it look like this awesome thriller horror movie, and it wasn't that at all. I mean, for Christ's sake, when they first encounter Hard Eyes, the girl throws a freaking vibrator at him in the closet, because she opens the closet, she screams, and then throws the vibrator at him.
Yeah.
But
wait a second. I want to see if it was a comedy horror movie.
I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm, acting weird. I did something to this shoulder, and it hurts. I don't know if I slept on it wrong.
Horror/comedy movie. So.
Yeah, it was stupid. What's the scale on Rotten Tomatoes? And the audience score?
80%.
80% on Rotten Tomatoes?
That was a 6.1 out of 10.
But yeah, so that was a pretty dumb movie. Beetlejuice 2, though, was a pretty good movie. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a pretty good movie. I need to watch the first one and then go back and rewatch, because I wasn't really watching the second one because me and my sister-in-law, stepsister-in-law, were playing Minecraft when that movie was on, so I didn't really watch it. I mean, I watched bits and pieces of it, though. But yeah, so, I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some gruesome kills in Hard Eyes, but other than that, it wasn't scary. And I didn't know, but the cop, the girl that plays in Fast and Furious, Dom's wife or girlfriend, whatever she is, she plays in that movie.
That ain't her.
That is her.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Unless his wife is dead.
What?
What?
The one that plays his wife is a Mexican.
Why you?
You're thinking of the other one.
No,
The guy that died in Fast and the Furious. That's his wife.
No, it's not.
Unless that's his wife in real life.
Oh no, Cassie is right. Cassie is right. Cassie is right. That was Paul Walker's wife in the movie. Cassie's right. But yeah, so let me know down in the comment section down below what you thought.
Cassie gets so offensive over.
What you thought of Hard Eyes if you've seen it. Well, y'all, before I get into the NASCAR Loser Dare, the next 3 videos we're not gonna have one because we haven't been keeping up with the races because they've been on Amazon Prime, and I don't have Amazon Prime. I think it's dumb that they're doing it on Amazon Prime anyway.
They're making them more money though.
So we're gonna do this week's Loser Dare, and then the next video and the 2 videos after that will not have a Loser Dare. we'll try to get back to the Loser Dare sometime in June, hopefully. Like, I think
Like episode what, 35 or something like that, 34.
something like that. Episode probably 34, 35, it'll be back. But I mean, we could still do the Loser Dare and just look on the NASCAR app to see who won. If you want to do it like that.
Who did we pick for the last race?
I forgot.
If we picked, or we could just like see where they placed, and if they placed in the top 5, the other person has their Loser Dare.
All right, we can do it like that. Well, then we are going to have a Loser Dare because Nashville, they race in Nashville tonight. And
Kyle Busch is gonna win.
I'm choosing Chase Elliott.
I was just joking. I'm not picking Kyle Busch.
Chase Elliott.
Kyle Busch is good there though, but I'm gonna go with William Byron.
All right. 200 cars is our picks. I'm taking Chase Elliott. He's taking William Byron. So we're going to cut right here and get into the NASCAR Loser Dare.
All right, guys, it's time for the Loser Dare. It's gonna be a smack of shaving cream. So you ready?
That shit went everywhere. Did that hurt? Or did it sound like it hurt?
Y'all,
Maybe that's how real quick.
that's going to be it for episode 31. Thank y'all for coming back. There's shaving cream in my ear and in my eye, so I'm going to have to keep one eye closed. But thank you guys for coming back to episode 31, and we will see y'all in episode 32.